Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hello.
Whoa.
Welcome to our usual. Oh, you know what? Forgot to hit the backdrop lights, the rainbows. It looks pretty dank back there, which maybe that's the goal. Yeah, if you want to hit that, go for it. Hey everybody, it's build jam time. If you haven't been here for a build jam before, basically what we do is we have. What if I just turn up all of these lights? Ooh, nice. You haven't seen it before. Basically, what it is, Toby and Miles are going to be competing in 3 rounds of timed build contests. We decided the theme for this one is going to be Sinister Compatibility. Essentially, we've had so many questions about it. It's like, you know what, this is the thing that people want to see, people are interested in seeing. So we've got 3 different categories of Sinister Compatibility that they're going to try to do. They'll have 10 or 15 minutes to
15.
do them. 15. They'll have 15 minutes to do each one. They can use any pieces from Sinister. They can use any pieces from the biomes that we have them competing with, and that's really it. It's pretty freeform as far as that goes.
And whoever loses is going to be the next skeleton we add to the backdrop, the set.
I didn't realize stakes were that high.
Yeah.
No.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, considering you usually win, I wouldn't worry.
I think it's my time to become a skeleton.
All right.
Yeah. Toby, have you ever lost? I think you lost 1 round.
I've lost like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 rounds?
Like rounds,
Okay.
but never a full jam, I don't think.
Never a full jam, no.
Yeah.
He's always like won at least 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
All right. So, should we get into it?
Wow.
So the first round, actually, let's let people vote on it real quick, so I can make sure that the polls are working. And
Okay.
and honestly, this order here will determine. This order will determine all 3 rounds, I think.
Okay.
So the 3 options we're gonna have are Sinister with Swamp, Sinister with Sewers, and Sinister with Hellscape. I'm gonna go ahead and start this poll now. You should have gotten a little voting pop-up in the chat for you. That'll determine the order that we go in. Sinister and Tutor, we got to be able to do this in 15 minutes, so we're not going to go into City Builder, I think.
Demonic.
And while that's going on, let me go ahead and finish a couple of these. Yeah, I think I saw a couple things requesting City Builder, and while I get the impulse, it feels like a lot to try and do right now.
Yeah. Need more prep time for that, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to wrap my head around what that would even be, even if I had time.
It would be, yeah, you'd have to think a lot.
Yeah.
Rest of the bones where the bone zone come from.
Yeah.
4 skeleton steps out. Let's see what's in the lead so far. Sewers has a small lead so far. Swamp is not far behind. Hellscape's in last, which surprises me. The fun thing about that is Hellscape is the only one that's like in the same scale.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I think the scale's not going to matter too much. As far as like sizes for the builds go, 12 by 12 is probably enough. If you have time and want to go over a 12 by 12, go for it. Whatever is going to be easy for you to transport up to the table so we can look at it.
We're going to vote based on size, right? Not quality?
Yeah.
So whoever can pile more pieces together. I think
Yeah,
that's the goal.
Yeah, the opposite of a meritocracy.
Just a stack of corners.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sinister basement with City Builder basic top floors could be a way to combine City Builder and Sinister. True. Then we'd have to bust out the City Builder basics, which sounds kind of rough. Sinister and regular Reforged. Yes, here's the thing. Like, Sinister and regular dungeon compatibility, we've got everywhere.
Yeah.
So we wanted to focus on some things that we don't quite have examples of yet. All right.
Sinister
It looks like Sinister and Sinister and Castles.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Sinister and Sewers is the winner.
okay.
So why don't we go ahead and since you're doing 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start this timer now. And then you guys can run and grab whatever pieces you think you'll want. I've got terrain trays back there. If you want a different kind of terrain tray, go for it. Got battle boards there as well. Yeah. Start thinking about what you want to do. You can use Sinister Deuses. You can use Sinister anything. You can even use like the Sinister Ruins if you want, because we're going to unlock those soon.
Okay.
So I'd say the
Good to
runes
know.
pieces are on the table.
Yeah,
Assuming that they're not being used currently, because there is a build that might be using them currently. And I'm gonna start the timer now,
Cool.
Our sewer pieces.
and they're off.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and go to this so you can see them build. How's everybody doing? While they're building, I'll go ahead and answer any questions you guys have. Sinister with Swamp. The good news is Sinister with Swamp will be the second round. So we're going to do all three of those. We're going to do it in the order of Sewers, Swamp, and then Hellscape, which should be exciting. Sinister will look great on Fieldstone, but it's also fairly similar to Classic Dungeon. That's fair. I wanted to try and pick things that I think will be challenging or interesting. Any question on UV reactivity? Yes, we're going to be doing it. The UV reactivity is happening. So we actually updated the Sinister paints to have arcane acid, so we could do that.
Stuff. There's some here. And there's some
Um,
there.
It will be happening.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go for it. It's kind of fun to see. Oh, you know what? I can actually make this a bit. Have we been cutting this off the entire time? I guess we have. Let's drop it down there. Let's do that. I think this is the best look at what's going on. Any chance for an 8x8 Sinister floor? We've heard the request for it. We're thinking we've got a number of potential new sets we could do. Because the thing is, you know, people have been asking for large floors. We're considering that large floors in Sinister. We would have to make the 8x8 floor. It'd be new, so we'd have to, you know, that would add to like our startup cost for everything, just because that 8x8 floor doesn't exist yet. But it is one of the things that we are looking at considering. Hopefully, we will have answers fairly soon. I think we probably are going to We probably are going to end up adding a couple more sets in Sinister, but it's not clear which ones yet. We've got to get factory numbers. We've got to figure out how it's going to affect the order and all that jazz. But we've got a couple front runners that have come up a lot and don't seem too ridiculous. Like don't seem like too undoable. Are future stretch goals going to be non-Sinister pieces, or is the focus on these new bits? There is. Sinister is not all the stretch goals, I will say. Any update on a possible puzzle tile insert pack? The issue is that the puzzle tiles have never been a massive enough thing for us. They've never moved enough for us to kind of lean that way, I don't think. We've heard about it. You know, we've heard people asking about it. We've been thinking about it. I don't think it's really top of the priorities for us, though. But we'll see. We're talking about a lot of things right now. Any chance for a demo paint of the UV reactivity to get shown up on a stream before the campaign ends? We'll definitely have it. Hamster has actually been going through and updating a bunch of the pieces to have UV reactivity. We're doing a video that is specifically Sinister and Underdoom compatibility, which is why we're not doing Underdoom in this, actually, is just because it's like, well, that's going to be covered by this video, so let's let that happen over there. So because of that, yeah, we can probably grab one of them and show off on camera at some point. I'm sure Nate will want to. It'll probably come out tomorrow or Wednesday. But yeah, you will get to see it. If nothing else, you'll see it in that video. Let's see. How well does Sinister play with castles? We have not. It plays the exact same way that, you know, regular dungeons plays in terms of you know, the geometry. It's just standard dungeon pieces. I imagine the paint scheme probably works the same way that Sinister does combined with classic dungeons, honestly. So if you look at those comparisons, they're very similar in color. I think there are slight differences. Love the sound of building.
Can we make more sounds?
Good
Is that what you
idea.
want?
Yeah, if you can just smash things on the table, that'd be great.
There Like great.
Sinister Castle paint scheme. Here's the thing: you could apply that Sinister paint scheme to any biome you want, and it would work. You know, like we've got a lot of. Most of our paint schemes can be carried over to other biomes. Looking to get as much Sinister as possible, but I'm not too interested in getting much, if any, Classic or Vaulted. Your plans to release additional Sinister sets does it make more sense for me to just wait until order in the Pledge Manager post-campaign as opposed to pledging during the campaign. So what I will say is pledging during the campaign helps us get to unlocking more Sinister sets. And you'll be able to adjust and add things to it in the Pledge Manager as well. We're going to have a more robust Sinister offer just because, you know, if we do like the Master Bundle, that will be a thing that happens in the Pledge Manager because we need to see what all Sinister sets get added during the campaign. Because we want to take all of those sets into account when designing a Sinister Master Bundle. You know, we can't just copy the Vaulted Master Bundle because not everything in that bundle has Sinister paint. So, yeah. There's going to be... The thing is, so there's no penalty to you in waiting for the Pledge Manager, I guess I should say. You're still going to get the same amount of stretch goals regarding like treasure chest. You're still going to get the same prices. You're still going to have the same options and selections. There's absolutely no penalty for not pledging during the campaign and waiting for Pledge Manager. The only downside is, you know, that money then is not counting towards unlocking new stretch goals. Yeah, I think that's basically it. When does the secret piece unlock? I think we're gonna reveal it. Wait, what secret piece? First off, that's what I mean. I don't know what you're talking about. There are only a handful of Sinister Sculpts to start, so you just double or triple up on the bundle. Yes, that's true. It'd be a chicken and egg if they sell more puzzle floors because of the pre-written puzzles, then there might be more demand for the inserts, and they can justify selling them. Fair. What am I thinking? The puzzle floors are something that maybe it's something we could give more attention to. Something we'll have to talk about. I think they've generally gotten left behind among all the other systems that have happened with dungeons for sure. I think puzzle floors have never really gotten their time to shine. It'd be nice if we could pull that off during this campaign. I will say that much. So we'll just have to see if that happens or not. Yeah. Do you have photos of the bottomless pit there? I think that photos of the bottomless pit. I don't know what that means. Streams every night to try again. We're 7 minutes left. Just over the halfway point. Yeah. How are things going over there?
Somewhat.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing you don't have 5 less minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we got some Slack messages. Check in. I'm gonna make sure none of these are vital to the spring build.
What if I have no idea what I'm doing? Is there a benefit to that? Would that be...
If there's no idea what you're doing,
What if I have no idea what I'm doing? Would there be some kind of, you know...
there's bonus points for that.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yeah, if you just look really confused.
Good, thank goodness.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Got it.
Hey, do we have Sinister elevation?
No, there's no elevation in Sinister yet. Currently, it's not on the stretch goal list either. We've had some people ask about it, but it's just, you know, we can't do everything in Sinister.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things. There's a lot of getting into elevation would mean a lot more pieces would have to get done in Sinister. So we haven't touched it yet.
Hey, what are you doing, Miles? I don't know. Gosh. Gee whiz. It would be nice, though, if I did.
Knowing what you're doing is overrated.
That's good.
Oh, buddy. Okay. Okay. Answered those. feel like Girl from Ipanema should play while they're building. Oh, I could be playing music. You know what? Actually, yeah. Why don't we go ahead and... There we go. There we go. Yeah, I should have been playing this the whole time. 5 minutes left. God, I love those sounds. It seems like nobody's happy with their build.
Yeah.
Now you got to sing for us. Let's see. Thoughts on 4x4 Sinister floors. We have those in the... Is it just in the Mega currently? Is that the only way to get a Mega? Or to get a 4x4 floor?
That's such a good question.
I think it's very likely. I'll check the propositions real quick. I'm pretty sure currently the 4x4 is just in that. Yeah, there's a 4x4 in there. Yeah, I think it's the only place for it currently. Do you have data on new backers versus old? We actually had a good percentage of new backers after the first day, which is nice. I think we would figure that, or like we had a higher percentage than usual, which was kind of heartening because I think we generally would expect that new backers would take longer to come in, because it'll take them more time to like figure out what to do here, whereas our diehards would be more likely to roll in on the first day and get stuff. Although a lot of you are still figuring your pledge out too, which makes sense. There's a lot of stuff here. The fun thing is, GameFan lets you see like your abandoned pledges, which is really just anybody who has signed into their account and made a cart and has left it without checking out for like 24 hours. And so there's hundreds of those, which we're assuming is people who have come in and are messing around, still figuring things out. And if all those pledges came in, because this is what happened with Wildlands Reforged and Starforged as well, is we had a lot of abandoned pledges, but then by the time the campaign ended, most of those ended up pledging, and so that number got very small by the end. So if the abandoned pledges that we have currently backed, we would be through almost all our stretch goals. We'd be through the 2 stretch goals that are there now if those abandoned pledges came in. So I'm feeling pretty good about those coming in. We're also like really gonna start leaning into advertising this week. So we'll hopefully be getting more people coming in through that. Our old backers, just previous GameFound backers, are including Kickstarter and shop purchases too. Including Kickstarter and shop purchases. Anybody, basically, it's just checking the emails of backers against the emails, our existing like customer email list, basically. Anybody who we know has bought from us before. 2 minutes left. Yep. So looking at that, like I think it was like around 10% were people who are not on our mailing list in like any capacity, which is pretty nice. Hoppy, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Thank you. My apologies for the large abandoned cart, which probably won't come to fruition. That's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just interesting to see that. It gives us like kind of a sense of abandoned carts. Like it just gives us kind of a sense of how many people are probably still looking at the campaign, I know nothing that data... I like knowing that data exists, but sifting through all that would make me stress out. Yeah, that's fair. I've not completed my pledge, hoping for secret door pack. That is one of the things that we have been talking about. 1 minute left. No response that time. I think they're just upset.
Just and also probably not something I should be saying on stream.
That's fair. Tyler would do it. Let's see. Pressure is on. Hype train incoming. Oh, baby. Guild of Poison, thank you for the gifted sub. Chthonic Bill, that's a good name. Secret Doors, Secret Doors. It's one of the things we're considering. What's your favorite TTRPG class? And Toby, Miles, and Nate. Nate's not around, but Toby and Miles can answer that. 10 seconds. 10, 9,
This is
8,
against
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
I checked
Alright.
my thing apart 2 seconds ago.
I mean, if you gotta like touch something up, go ahead and touch something up. It's not a big deal.
My longest running character was an artificer, so a special place in my heart for that. Loved artificers a lot.
Artificers in general also just any of those kinds of classes are very your jam.
There's a part of it where I think it benefited a lot from the group I was playing with. My DM was really willing to work with me to like build systems homebrew that I could use to artifice in a way that not all artificers like have built in. So that helped, but I haven't done it without that, so I can't really hold that for or against it. So probably artificer.
You also had some really generous players who liked to work with you on developing ideas for that system as well.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
All right, Miles, why don't you go ahead and grab yours and move it over first? I think it's gonna move over cleanly.
Sure.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Damn, that looks good.
Yeah, it's a thing. I made a thing.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and walk us through it? Tell us all about it.
Yeah. So, there's some dungeon, and there's some sewer, right? I put a little grate here, so it's like maybe that leads to the sewer, but there's also like there's a stairwell down. I don't know. I think it would be neat, like if there was either like you had floor here that you lifted off, or if it was like essentially implied floor, and then an entryway into the sewers. Now, why would you have like some kind of like dais pillar moment above an entry to sewers? I don't know, but you know,
You can put a nice MacGuffin there.
yeah. And then maybe this was like maybe you need to go through the sewers to get to this. This was like a hidden area, and the only entrance was the sewers or something like that. So, that's
Would you want this to put on the dais?
oh yeah. Here's a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
It's treasure.
Yeah. I really like the dais staircase actually.
Yeah,
That's really clever.
I thought that worked out
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah. Between those sluice walls, that's awesome.
Yeah. The walls there were last second. I'm like, oh, it'd be nice if I had more sewer than just this track. I'm like, oh, the walls could be nice. One, to frame the stairwell, and two, to kind of like help to imply that like separation of floors. So,
It does kind of feel like a sewer dungeon.
oh,
Like,
did I do a
it feels
reveal
like a potential-
accidentally?
What's up?
Did I do a reveal accidentally?
Oh, on the pillars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oops.
That's fine.
Welcome to the floor, the Sinister Pillars.
I mean, I think you can see them. I think you can see the listing anyways on the game count page when you click on the stretch goal.
Oh, okay.
I think people have just been wanting to see them in person.
Well, they're great. They're delightful, and yeah.
I like the Sinister is like kind of alternate sewer floor wall as well. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looked good. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it, given I had no ideas going into it. So, it
Yeah.
turned out all right. I'm pretty happy. So
I want to fight a boss there.
yeah, could be fun.
All right.
Should I fly out?
Yeah, let's go and play that out. Let's get Toby in here.
Me? Not my build?
Both.
Yeah. Toby,
Get-
lay on that
get in
table.
there. I'm into your build.
You can see it in the bundle image was small. Yeah. Nice.
When are you getting these walls with magnets in them?
Actually, we do have them. They're in the other room.
Oh well. Well, because
Yeah, we do have. We're doing a secret build with them. We do have magnetized tubers here now.
yeah, this is my build.
All right, so what do you got here? What's the plan here?
Yeah. So basically, it's multi-layer sluice sewer dungeon thing. With I would use a little bit of the acid trench as well with the ledges. Just show not a very stable sewer. There's probably some leakage there, obviously. but I had that going on. Then I used the dungeon elevation ramp. I put the sluices on top of that to make a ramp.
Oh, you put the sluices on top of the ramp.
Yeah.
So smart. I
That's
wish I
pretty
would
fun.
have thought of that for the
Yeah.
Rube Goldberg machine build.
Yeah.
That would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
that would have helped a lot.
Yeah.
I spent way too much time rolling boulders down these sluices too. Yeah. Also used the
That arch insert wall.
Yeah, arch insert walls to have the sluices going up to that, both here and here. Top layer, I kind of was running out of time, so I just was throwing things together. I found, the pool. Doesn't really make sense there, but I guess it's just a tank.
Thought the water.
Yeah.
Thought the water in the 4x4 pool was pink. I think that's an old version. Yeah, I think the Sinister version color is now like well, according to Hamster, a violet red. Yeah.
And use the little hands guys here. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. That's my little dungeon thing. Yeah.
Okay. Let's
Delightful. Yeah, I
That's
really like
great.
the little doors.
Tank.
Yeah, the dungeon that pool color is going to be different.
Hamster says it's purple in
It's
all
purple.
caps.
So now it's purple and not just red. All right, so now you're going to get to choose who wins between Toby and Miles. That's going to run for a minute. Dude, I think in both cases, like, there's some really interesting kind of ways of just incorporating it.
Yeah, figured might as well. Yeah, I guess I could have had it here to show off again, but
Didn't help at all.
you guys just have to remember it because
Well,
I
I'll take
didn't.
mine away, so it's
Great, it's more you.
Yeah.
Which was second? Toby's was second.
Yeah.
Just get closer together. Look like you like each other. There's no good thing to be looking at otherwise. Let's see. You vote on that. Did anybody else ask what's going on? See a close up of the Sinister Mystic Pool. Yeah, we're not going to get a close up on that one because the color is different now.
Yeah, it's different.
Disqualified. Well, they both showed they both equally showed something that is not available and hasn't been seen yet.
Yeah.
So I think they'd both be disqualified.
It's a draw. I just that's how
Compared-
Toby.
Yeah.
7-4, nice.
Toby is one. Yeah.
Wow.
Not a terrible. I mean, that's not a complete.
Wasn't a total shutout,
Shellacking.
but
17 versus 6. We've seen worse ratios.
fair.
Okay. Next. Go ahead and clear the sewer pieces away if you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to make room for,
Yeah.
for things. Next is going to be swamp.
Next one will be swamp.
Yeah, next is going to be swamp pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and clean up for a bit if you'd like to.
You loose.
With my clicking. That's okay. I don't. That one vote would have made all the difference. These sluices on top of the ramp is really clever. Also, the dais stairway. I guess the spacing working out perfectly for having the dais in between those kind of back-to-back walls. Really cool.
It was nice. Alright. Doing this. So we're doing swamp next?
Yes. Go ahead and grab some swamp pieces, and then I'll start the. Let's see. I should have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire thing on here. I haven't used the soundboard truly in a while. Sinister pillars are gorgeous. Very helpful to reach the stretch goal to unlock those. I have a good feeling that we're gonna hit both of those stretch goals. I think we're gonna be in a very good spot. So don't worry. If the builder doesn't have a Ghostfire LED standing alone in their swamp builds, they're automatically disqualified. True, using the LED, the standing stones, I guess. Spelljam is just gonna be the most cursed water parks of the Realm Edition. Yeah, I guess when you look at it that way. Oh, Sinister sewers with swamps would be kind of interesting. That actually probably works pretty well. They're in the same scale. They're both above ground scale. Just the sewers are 2x2 and the swamps are 3x3. You can probably work around it. Is there a reason there's no 6x12 for Acid Bath or Ethereal Energy? All the other designs are in all the sizes. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. What is Hellscape? Not the most cursed water park. Yeah. The water's just that bad. You guys grabbed all the banks and stuff. Nice. Okay. As soon as you get those set down, I will start the timer.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. I feel like this is the best angle for seeing the action. You can see the absolute chaos that this production room is right now. It used to be 4. Whoever reveals most bits wins the next round. I don't know how much there is left for them to reveal, honestly. I think those are the 2 things that people have asked about, have asked to see that we haven't done yet.
I mean, we can just reveal things from the next project. I'm kidding.
Yeah, why don't you just start showing them all the catacomb stuff? Oh, the constructs. Huh, yeah, I thought you'd be able to zoom in on those pictures. You'll be able to zoom in on those pictures soon. Yeah, if you go into
The fact that it's not the right scale.
Yeah, there's that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you can actually zoom in and look closer at the Sinister things. If you click through to the sets that are in the stretch goal unlocks, you can actually zoom in. Any fun data on what's being pledged the most? Yes. So the 2 biggest things are the new set piece add-ons, the Dread Pedestal and the Acid Furnace, are doing extremely well. Third, behind them, is the Sinister Triple Bundle. So that's exciting. Sinister's doing pretty well. And then it's a lot of terrain trays, because terrain trays always place pretty high. And there's a good mixture of the dressing sets that we expected to do well. The Necromancer's Throne Room, Mystic Challenges are in the top 10. And then a couple other... The Sinister version of the Dread Pedestal is also in there. Anchored link to the constructs doesn't work yet, so the only image I can see the zoom on is pretty small. Interesting. It just worked for me. Maybe it's because I'm like involved in the campaign. That might be why. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that.
What did you just say? Maybe.
Yeah, when I click on them, it lets me go through. Huh. That must be why. I must just have... I just assume not in tester mode, anything I can see is live for everybody. That may not be the case. That's a specific question that I have not actually gotten an answer to. The Pedestal and Acid Furnace selling enough to maybe inspire some new direct-to-web store nooks. Probably not direct-to-web store. We have seen people asking for more nooks, and we've always said we want to do more nooks. So it's not foolish. It's not something that'll never happen. It would be nice to have more than one nook out there. My theory is that Sinister is going to start really strong, but drop in percent as the campaign goes on. Existing fans will jump in on Sinister quickly, already having standard, but new collections may take longer to jump in and are more likely to go standard. I think that's true. I think we'll see a lot of things even out. The amount of people who were ready to pledge day one were likely people who are longtime Dwarven Forge collectors and were also, paying attention to emails, probably already have a lot of this stuff, and know what the new stuff is, and probably had to think less. They got in and they were like, I'm going in on the new stuff. I think that is very likely the general average demographic of like a day one pledger. Of course, there's going to be exceptions, but yeah. A number of newer people will also join later in the campaign. I do think so, yeah. Especially because we're about to put the gas on advertising. So I think that will affect a good amount. Oh, also, news in case people... I guess while we're here, other news. We got confirmation that the first container for Lowtown is on the water. It got on a boat. A boat picked it up. It is on the way. It should be ready to start shipping in early December. And the rest of the containers should be getting to our warehouse in a couple weeks after that. This means all the containers should be getting in before we're at risk of any port strikes, which is phenomenal. Very happy about that. Is the metal in the cloth-covered terrain trays made of galvanized steel? It is steel. I don't know if it's galvanized. Toby, do you know? Toby or Miles, you guys both work in this. Is it galvanized steel in the terrain trays?
No idea.
It is steel, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so all the Loton stuff is not all the Loton stuff. All the Loton stuff is basically ready to get on a boat and is just waiting for, we've booked passage and it's just hoping they don't get bumped off the boats and all that. There's still things that can happen. There could be delays at the port. God knows we've experienced some wild boat shipping things, but kind of, we're at the point where it's out of our hands and it's just waiting for boats to carry them across the water. We put out an update about it earlier today. 10 minutes left.
Thank you.
Still time for the Yule Cat to swap into the ocean. Yes, exactly. Are you starting fulfillment while the other containers are still in the water? Yes. The factory is going to start fulfilling. My understanding is, as soon as the factory receives a container, they're going to start fulfilling pledges that they're able to fulfill just with what's in that container, and then they'll move on to other things as the other containers get in. This means that we're also going to be fulfilling. Some people will likely be getting multiple shipments. If a big chunk of your pledge is in the first container, we might send that over, and then a couple weeks later, the rest of the pledge will come. For domestic specifically, for international, it's all going to be grouped together. We also, if you're in China, I believe we're sending it straight from the factory because that just makes more sense. And we're doing actually air delivery for everybody else that's rest of world. Instead of sending a container back across the ocean to break up and split up there, we're gonna just go ahead and airship those pledges from the warehouse, because we found when we tried to do it with Wildlands, trying to get that container through like Germany specifically was a lot. But we found that then when we just did people's like smaller pledges as shipments, it went through pretty easily. Yeah. So because of that, there's not going to be a delay to the international shipments. 7.5 minutes left. You're at halftime. So there's not going to be a delay to international shipments. Basically, as soon as we're able to get some pledges out, we're going to be doing that. And we'll be more specific about it as well when stuff gets to the warehouse and we have a better idea of what exactly is in there. Yeah. Is there any other details? I don't think there's really any other details to share there. We don't know what sets are in that low-town container yet, right? It's just a random assortment of like non-dressing pieces. We probably have a manifest of it. We probably have a manifest of it. But I don't know. I believe that there are like terrain trays and things in there, along with, I know there's both painted and unpainted sets in it as well. Let's see. If it's air delivery, there may legit be a chance for UK pre-Christmas. It depends. It depends on. We'll know specifically how things are being broken up more when the stuff is getting into the warehouse. Watching 4 streams at the moment, but 2 of them are background things. I'll watch them properly later on VODs. I just have this stream in Felicia's with audio. I just tune them to be about the same volume. That's wild. We're the only person, by the way, who wants 4 of the inside dais corners to attack. They work really well to form a ring around a lowered area as opposed to a raised dais area. Maybe let me see if I can inside in it. So it's the one that does the so 4 of them together would make a good cross, basically. It's that one. Really like the guns in sci-fi. Has there been any thoughts on more dungeon devices, big ballistas or such? We've done arbalists as a pull accessory. We made a working trebuchet in castles. We've done it before. It usually doesn't do very well for us. I think the guns worked well for Starforge because I think that setting, like having big laser turrets, is just inherently kind of more common to be desired for those sci-fi games. I think there's, I think you know, big siege weapons and such are just kind of less of an expected, commonly used thing in fantasy games than big plasma turrets are for sci-fi. Could be wrong. The reality is there's probably like a pretty complex 4.5 minutes left. There's probably a pretty complex mixture of you know, how expensive is this sculpt, how flexible is it, all that jazz. Sinister tri-barrel laser turret, yes. Love to see if the new corner fill piece fits in the CBS corner post slots. I could probably grab that after the stream. Just get a picture of it. Could be a cool pillar in stone buildings with a slot in the middle of the double corner post. Really miss Dwarven Forge leaning more into adding a themed mini set. Villagers for Cold or something I'm super looking forward to. We'll still do it when it makes sense, I think. But they've also historically never... they historically haven't done terribly well for us. Is there a reason why an Inside Curve Days was never made? I think the geometry on it was just really... I think that geometry just ended up coming really weird. I guess I don't know... I guess what it does is purely like an aesthetic thing, I suppose. An inside corner doesn't cover a ton of space, so it probably just didn't feel like it was doing enough of a different job compared to kind of outside curves. That'd be my guess, having not been in that room. 3 minutes left.
Uh,
How are things going?
roasted.
That's promising.
Poorly.
Mm. Use them to have a lower fighting pit or something by raising the rest of the floor around it. The inverse of a central dais, essentially, but you can't do it with just one pack. There's only 2 inside corners. Okay. Inverse of a central dais. Any chance Dwarven Forge make my dreams come true with a dungeon swell wall stretch goal? Do we have dungeon swell walls? I don't think so. Right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so probably not. I don't think that's in the cards. We haven't if we had sculpted it, it would have been in the advanced core set, I think. Oh. Let's see. I think a dungeon riser like the cave riser piece would be a really cool addition one day down the line. You can make something like that with the pieces that are here, but it's, you know, it's not a single piece. I think the thinking is likely that maintaining the boxier pieces is more flexible in the long run and kind of matches dungeons more compared to the cave riser looking like a natural, you know, formation. I think makes sense. Do you have a close date yet for the campaign? November 12th. November 12th is when this campaign is ending. Is the Sinister Mega Pack the only way to get Sinister LED wall pieces? Currently, yes. There is potentially a future pack coming for LED walls. We are discussing that. Currently, the Mega Pack is the only way to do it. For the Dungeon LED floors, we get 1 minute left. We get 3 LED sockets and 6 LED items. Any chances might change. I'm considering buying 3 single LED sockets from the store. I don't think we're going to change that composition because people have already bought it and we've kind of committed to that composition. It was made for a reason. Yeah. It was made for a reason. I think it was the pricing, the way that the pricing worked out versus, if we did 3 of each of those things, but we wanted to have all 3 of those JST options in there because there wasn't a good way to get them otherwise. People have asked, like, can you add in that chromatic orb? But the chromatic orb's already got its own standalone pack. That's already doing well enough. 10 seconds.
No.
Sorry, 5 seconds.
Oh god.
4, 3, got carried away answering questions. 2, 1. How are you doing?
Fine.
Do you guys need like 10 seconds? What's going on?
No, I mean, I guess I'm done.
You did elevation? Looks like you did elevation.
A little.
Yeah.
You did a bunch.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, you want to start this time?
Okay. Sure.
Gargoyle, Connorfills, and Sinister. Are they actually in Sinister, or is it just like the lighting? It might have just been. I don't know. It's a great question. That or maybe it's something that's coming. I don't know. All right, let's get over here. Toby first.
Where? It's beautiful.
I guess I made a little mausoleum.
That's really cool.
Let me write that up. Yeah, it's a little made an exterior.
Yeah. Some of these are
Black
you know,
on top.
made a little janky, but yeah, I was using the walls. And then on top of here, I use what's called the three floors, but I set the back a little bit so the door can stick in front. I mean, yeah. And then I did 4 of the diagonals with 1x1s in between.
Can't see him over there. You wanna
Oh,
rotate it?
we heard the Seinfeld music too. That's
Yeah.
that's out loud for our benefit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned the volume on so they can hear anything I play.
And then on top of that, I did the what's called the big. I forgot what this piece.
Huge
is called.
hummock.
The huge hummock, yep. As like a roof to it, using some things like the swamp tree and then like the drift stones upside down with connected with a rod as like a support over here.
It's awesome.
One thing I did over here that I was using the stairs, the whatever these are called, I forgot. But
The stair jacks.
stair decks to cover that, but also use the hanging moss from the swamp on the dungeon wall because we made them thick enough to be able to go on dungeon walls. I don't know if we ever talked about that.
I think we showed it in a compatibility video
Yeah.
at some point.
And then using this as like a little,
It's just a lid with red pedestal.
yeah, it's like a little floating, not floating, but just like a man-made island thing. Yeah, it's a little bit janky, but
Lid with red pedestal. Yes.
yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Go ahead and spin it around a little bit if you can, so people can see.
Yeah, you can see here that the floors are hanging off significantly because I made the area, the door be able to stick up.
This is made to be viewed from one angle.
Yeah. Yeah. The large hummock is really sticking up in the back.
Nice. Nice.
One also use the what's called the ossuary inserts there for swampy skeleton vibe.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, Miles.
Yeah, mine's in 2 parts, so
You want help
bring
bring
it
it?
okay. Because I can bring it in pieces pretty easily.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, ooh, yeah, and this little overhang here.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I started off just being like, oh, wanting to use the ledges to kind of let it transfer from the swamp pieces into ruins. So like it's, old abandoned evil fortress or something like that. And then I needed to keep building after I finished that. So I was actually thinking about that scene in Lord of the Rings where they like hide in that like in the thing of the roots from a ring wraith when the
Oh,
hobbits
yeah.
are hiding. I was like, so I put this on top as like an overhang, kind of like, what if there was like a whole fortress thingy down there? So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, one thing I like about this is I never thought about using the swamp banks with the mountain terrain train, and both this and that I think work really well with that terrain train.
Yeah, just kind of bridge the
Yeah.
gap between them. I was mostly just like, it's so funny. I could have used this and saved myself a lot of hassle. Because I have like the little 3x3s under here to like try and make it. I don't know. I was scrounging. I was floundering a little bit on this one, but I don't know. I think it looks kind of fun, kind of nice.
Nice. All right. Go ahead and get.
Is it possible to do like a pan out, have them both on?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get this poll going. All right. Let's see. Wins. The vote is going for 1 minute.
All right. This is Miles. That one's Toby.
Yes. Yeah, they're standing behind their respective builds.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got here? Need that combat cart you got there for all the pieces? We've got a ton of those. We got a bunch of these racks on rollers for each biome, essentially.
I mean, not anymore. We transferred them off. Now we have the non-roller shelves. for
Right,
most of
but
them.
we do have that. Right.
Yeah.
So the archives are no longer rolly, but we have a rolly cart
Yeah.
that we can load up. Right, we took them off the coasters.
Yeah, we needed them to be taller. Too tall to roll. Too tall to roll.
When you answer possible future pack, are you talking within this campaign or just in general in the future? Talking about this campaign. It's a lot closer.
That's fun.
Nice.
Oh, it's neck and neck.
Oh, really? Nice.
45-55. Toby wins with
Wow.
55% of the vote.
Nice. Same number of votes,
Yeah.
though. That's fun.
Same
More people
number.
came in.
So
Yeah.
so a bunch of Miles's family finally showed up.
Yeah. Ami's been here the whole time, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's see. We're playing DOS 2. It makes me think of the Hollow Marshes. DOS. What's DOS 2?
I don't know.
Makes me think of the Hollow Marshes. That sounds like a Dark Souls location. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Divinity Original Sin 2.
Original Sin.
Oh, I need to play that. I do not have the time. I need to play it.
Yeah,
All right. Next is going to be Hellscape, so that's fun. I did pull some of the Magma Terrain trays because
That's
I
fun.
figured you guys are probably going to want to use those. Although, it doesn't have to be a negative space build. But yeah. Go ahead and clean up those swamp pieces and get some Hellscape in here if you'd like. And then we will get things going. Oops. 15 minutes. You don't want to clock again. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Should start trying to think of what I want to build now. I'm not. Like, I haven't, but I should start now. Because I've been floundering on this one. No ideas. That's not in any of these bins.
Let's see. Is there a giveaway today? Oh yes, I should roll that now. Actually,
Hmm?
what's a word? Completely forgot about the giveaway.
Oh yeah.
What is a word? Toby, you haven't done one. Bean, pumpkin, build jam.
Dungeon.
Dungeon.
I was trying to think dungeon gem, but that was boring.
Dungeon jam. Mausoleum, but it's MOSS.
Volume. Sludge.
Sludge.
Sinister, Sinister Sludge.
Sinister Sludge? Alright, we're doing Sinister Sludge, all one word. You want a chance to win a $50 Gorgon Forge gift card. We're gonna do that. Let's go ahead and type Sinister Sludge, all one word in the chat if you want a chance to win. While they go and do that stuff. Trying to find that thread that as Ed started on the Discord, somebody asked me to pin it. I'm trying to find it so I can pin it. There it is. There we go. Oh, I can't pin threads. Well, there we go. That settles that, I guess. Will? Guess I can't do that. They're getting all the pieces in. Let's see. You okay?
Yep.
All right. I heard a noise.
I heard a noise.
I heard. What's that noise? What's that sound? It's probably the wind. Dun, 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 dun. Hamster. Okay, he spelled it wrong on purpose, so he's not actually. Somebody's prowling around here? What do you mean? They're all just... They're grabbing the Hellscape stuff, and then we're going to be ready to go. I assume they got a good amount of Hellscape to work with? I don't think the Hellscape's tied up in anything right now. Most of the Underdoom is. That's one of the reasons... I was like, we should do Underdoom for this. And I was like, oh, we do not... we do not have enough Underdoom free right now, because they're... Nate's doing the big build for a video. Sinister and Sludge. Yeah, the Sinister paint scheme is actually inspired by... Oh, no. Oh, God. I clicked the wrong button. Stop. How do I stop it? Oh, God. Man. They won't let me stop it. Oh, God. Well, hopefully this still goes through. Well, 30 seconds. God damn it. I hope this doesn't... This is just like ruin the VOD. I don't know what this does to the VOD. I hate the way... I hate this. Okay, apologies. I think we're back. I hate the way that Amazon is like forcing. I was trying to set up the next poll, and the add button is like right underneath. Subscribers don't get it. Oh, so I just stayed quiet that whole time. Okay, so probably it does nothing to the VOD. Okay, good. Sorry, apologies. I hate the way that Amazon I don't think I can take that button off of the dashboard, which is frustrating. I don't want to run ads ever. That's annoying. So I could get that ad revenue. It's gonna be like what, like 50 cents? We're fine. We don't need it. You don't think I'm a subscriber and I didn't see anything? Okay, maybe it didn't work. Who knows? I felt real stupid. Let's roll this giveaway, and then we will start the. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and start the build because you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's go.
Start polls by typing full in chat. Let's chance of hitting that button. This is just like automatically.
Yeah. Reasonable.
I don't know. We're here. All right. What else should we talk about while they're building? While they're getting at it. Any questions I haven't addressed? Oh, I got him Slack. Is anything else in trouble? We got a lot to keep track of, guys. that. Is Toby gonna make a lava slide? Maybe, now that you brought it up. Let's see. Audio is meted? What does that mean? Audio's meted? Is the audio okay? Messed? What happened? Fine here? Okay. Okay, it's probably not us then. I was like, I don't know what would have happened to mess it up. Okay, everybody's okay. Everybody else is okay, so I'm assuming it's on Elric's end then. Anybody else need anything? Subscribers don't get nabbed. There's anything there. Favorite Sinister Sledge song, We Are Enemies. What do you got happening? Request? Oh, he's all fine. So what are you guys' initial thoughts on how to do this?
That's such a good question.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, I'm just like winging it again.
Let's slide. Now that you said it, I'm like, I wanted like, you know, I was thinking about like, you know, lava pouring out of it. I'm gonna try not to use a lava terrain tray just because.
You don't want to make the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do negative space. I had them there in case you want them, or you can do all in line. Either way. The nice thing is with these ones, the scale is the same, so you should be all right.
Do we have ledges or no?
Odd question, but is the new dungeon dry brush pretty spot on to the factory painted dry brush, so no more school bus guest work?
Lava ledges?
Yeah.
That's the intention.
I don't know if it was another.
That is the intention. So it's you know, it's being formulated. If Hamster's still listening, he can answer it more directly. But
There's some here.
yeah, the intention is for that paint to match the factory one, so there's no guesswork with the mixing.
Let's go.
There's always the lava pool phantasmal filter light panel. If somebody gets a light panel out in these 15 minutes, I'll be astounded. So like Nate was answering some questions on the game found page. Oh yeah. I need other music I can put under here.
Okay.
I don't have any other like long running things. I have a lot of other stuff like this,
Oh, yeah.
but nothing that lasts more than a couple seconds. Ugh. How's everybody feeling? What's everybody up to? My only real hesitation is that the new paint scheme's pretty dark and it will just look unpainted or black without super bright lighting. I was curious to see it next to some of the darker paint schemes I already have, like Chamber of Sorrows, to get an idea of how it'll look in my house. Jeopardy theme would be good. I thought we had it. I thought we had it, and it turns out it was just we used it in one of the Forge reports. That's what we used it in. That's what I was thinking. The Jeopardy theme would be a phenomenal thing to just have looping for the build jams, though. Get our pilot wings on. Yeah, as far as the paint schemes go, but I will say, Sinister is definitely coming off, I think, a bit more extreme, darker on camera than to the human eye. Just because of the nature of these things, when you're doing like production lighting and all that. I think the details pop pretty well to the eye. I wish we could just... I guess it's the reason to come to conventions, is that you can see it all, like, genuinely in person. It's tricky, because then even people's monitors and everything are different. 10 minutes left.
What?
Look at pics from Gen Con. That's fair. Telscape just play Drop It Like It's Hot. Well, no, okay, so we can't do anything that'll get us, like, DMCA'd. That's the main thing. Hellscape would be a good comparison too. Well, that's what we're doing right now, baby. We're getting some Hellscape right there. Tyler and I played around with it on stream last week, and because they both have black just kind of in their base, they match pretty well. And they actually blend in together pretty well because they have the same black in its base. It's just, the Hellscape doesn't have the green tinges that Sinister has. Star Wars Cantina banned on loop is all you need. Do you think that's DMCA protected, or do you think
It's Disney, yeah.
It's Disney? Oh man, yeah, that's right. I'm not going anywhere near the mouse. Never mind. Never mind. Loop version of Hot in Here. Oh, that probably exists. Hang on a second.
I think the best part so far is I have literally no Sinister on my board yet, so
Nice.
it's going well.
It exists.
It's not really compatibility at this point, as I only have one bio.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah, Bardcore is probably the safest thing for us to do. God, they have beat it? Okay. There's a lot. Oh, people have already started adding. Of course they've added Chapel Rowan. 7.5 minutes left. You were at the halfway point.
No, I think you're wrong about that, actually.
Yeah.
No. I'm surprised this exists. Is that Spiel Lesson? I thought I read somewhere there'd be some Dungeons Reforged to look at there, but there was nothing. Oh, they didn't have any there. I think we probably just needed it all for
where?
photography and stuff. Oh, the giveaway! Oh, we gotta roll that giveaway. That's a good point. Let me roll that real quick. Rolling the giveaway. Mudkip on a bike. Won again. It doesn't usually happen that close together. I think you literally won the last one. Alright, so I'll just send that through back to back. I think that might be a first for us. I think that's a first in the history of Dwarven Forge Live. Wild. That's the 2-timer right there. Happens a 3rd time, you go straight to jail. Right? That's how it works. You roll doubles 3 times. The first one, it wasn't Stefan winning. Right. Forgot about that. I think he was entering one of the things. I can't remember. He just kept. Yeah, I don't know if he entered on purpose. I don't know, but he wound up doing it. IME's won back to back. Has that happened? No. Yeah, God, was it the anniversary stream? I can't remember when it was, but I do remember that whole thing. We're like, no, Stefan, you can't win the gift card. Like, that needs to go to an actual customer. Been here since the end of Wildlands or Reliquaries. Don't remember exactly. Nothing. Congrats. He's level 1. We've had some people who have had like really long streaks without winning. It happens, but then it suddenly happens. There's the thing with Six of Clubs. He had a big thing for a long, like years long run, and then he suddenly won, and it was wild. It's the whole thing with things being truly random, you know? Innocence Castles and haven't won? Well, we weren't streaming back then, so that's part of it. It's like another 6+ months longer than 6, and there's Finley Shards. I think the Underdo Misty Gateway on the side with the Dungeon Pillar would blend well with the Sinister Dungeons if you haven't done it yet. Surprised you didn't include the Misty Gateways in general in the current configuration. So we didn't want to put the gateways in there because they already had their own pack configuration. It didn't make sense to, one, you know, they aren't dungeons, you know. You can drop them in. You can drop them in perfectly fine. And it's great. They totally work. But you know, it was kind of pulling a pack that is in dungeons to the campaign. It's like that's a slot that we could have There's a slot that we could give to something else. 5 minutes left. I think the best giveaways are unique prototypes. Those are pretty cool. We're probably going to do a bunch of those for the finale stream again. That's usually where we do our really kind of wild, ambitious giveaways. What is this music? Bardcore covers of... well, this is a Bardcore cover of Beat It. I forgot that these existed, and then Letitia brought them up. So... yeah. Is this enhancing the experience or making it worse? If it's making it worse, I can stop. I think I've got it mixed well enough where you can still hear everything that matters. So, you know. Enhancing, 50-50. They have some good metal. I found them a few weeks ago and threw my D&D players for a loop when they heard it. Volume on it's fine? Okay. It's hard because I'm not hearing like the mix going out. We don't really have like a full control booth over here. Because I need to be able to hear like what's in the room. Is there any Bardcore horn? Acoustic metal is great goblin music. I mean, they got a lot of other Michael Jackson. That's Slim Shady. Blinding Lights. Billie Jean, there's a lot of Michael Jackson in here. 50-50 Cupid. They have, yeah. They have somebody that I used to know. Poker face. 2.5 minutes left.
You sure?
Yes.
Not sure about that.
Are you both struggling on this one?
Well, this one?
It always comes together in the end.
And this one implies that I was not struggling on the other.
Yeah, the other ones were fine, so we're good. If they have Thunderstruck Bardcore, that'd be pretty sick. They probably have some. Yeah, they got Thunderstruck. All right. Two minutes left. Could you imagine a build jam where they run it with gimmicks like Gaia grocery games? We've done more. I mean, God, we did like the what dating show gimmick was that Starforge? When did we do that? Was that Lowtown? We did it on Valentine's Day. We did the build jam on Valentine's
Oh, yeah,
Day.
yeah,
I think it was Lowtown.
yeah. Because I remember I did a heart shape. Something.
Yeah, you did a heart shape. It was the freestanding walls in a dungeon. That's what it was. Five-year-old loves Thunderstruck, probably because of the Mario movie a couple years ago and me playing it a couple times for him. They have it in the Mario. I never saw the Mario movie. What do they put in the water in Australia to make the music so good? I don't know. A lot of my favorite artists are from Australia or New Zealand. Ace of Spades by a band called Heavy Mellow is just lovely. Dudes that do a cello version of Thunderstruck are amazing. What's the guys that just do Metallica, but it's all strings? Yeah, every now and then you can just look for Bardcore. I think it really blew up like 4 years ago is when everybody was doing it, and there's still some people that are doing it. Apocalyptica. Yeah, I think it's Apocalyptica. Oh, 5 seconds.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, I was distracted. How much time do you need?
I need to get one more piece.
Okay, go
Out
for it.
there.
Go for it. Go for it. That's fine. You already lost. We'll go and we'll give people until the end of Thunderstruck, I think. Listen to a lot of orchestral music and Baroque music's pretty metal. Yeah. Valentine's Build Jam was one of my favorite streams from you folks. It was, yeah. a lot of energy was put into a couple of those Lowtown streams. The Valentine's Jam was just a very silly thing. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that now. It's cool.
All right.
Nothing really going
Let's I guess let's just keep cycling around. We'll do Miles first.
All right. I'm not sure how well this will travel. Hopefully, really, really good and easy.
Yeah, probably
on. You need a hand one. Yeah.
It seems like it's going. This is the Infernal Prison Ruins.
Yeah, I don't know how many tourists it's gonna get with that name.
That's fair. That's reasonable. Yeah, so I mean, I honestly I wanted to pull the same kind of elevation thing I did last time, but maybe utilize it a little better now with a little more time to think. So as you see, I have the top and the bottom. And doing like a lava river is a great way to transition with these hellscape pieces, so I wanted to do that as well. Up top, I have some of the Sinister runes here with these like prison cells that obviously have seen better days. So it's, but this one's still intact. So I think it would be interesting if there was like the party was questing to the prison to like find a prisoner there, and they found it in ruins and thought, oh, surely he must have escaped, but he's the one cell that wasn't ruined. I think that would be a fun story moment. Got this like little very precarious stairway here for the elevation change as well, just to be there's that, as well as the like stone here with the door. Like these could be like dexterity challenges or something.
Oh, it's a double door over there.
Yeah. I swing the doors open. Is it easier to tell? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought like having a way across this would be fun, and making that like a challenge, as well as like this very precarious bridge could be little fun story beat moments. So
It's a pretty specific, interesting environment. And you could expand this out into a larger build for sure.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially in more than 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also that.
I'll push off to the side, and then you can fly in here. Do you
Yeah.
need help or?
I think I'm fine because I built on battle board this time.
Alright.
All right, here's Toby's. I like that everybody's doing elevation.
Elevation
fun.
makes it fun. This one's called Why the Hell Did I Build a Structure Active Lava Flow? Yeah, so we got the lava.
Active level flow all the way around.
Yeah, lava flow comes from the.
It's given poorly thought out supervillain
Yeah,
base
yeah.
in a way that I love.
Yeah, so it's coming out from here. There's a lava fall, and then there's a structure over here. I used the ruins upside down on a 8x4 terrain tray.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the lava going in and then coming out of it over here. Like, oh, you can't see it. Yeah, you can see it that.
Yeah. So basically, you use the magnets on the bottom of the pieces, put them on a terrain tray, and keep them
Yeah.
stable upside down.
Yeah. Yeah, try to make a structure with the sinister things, but it's a little bit plain, but yeah,
It's giving like I don't know what's that style of architecture, the brutalist. It's giving like evil brutalist in a way that I think is fun.
evil brutalist.
I like this because it almost is giving like covered bridge, but like
Yeah.
make it deadly, and I love that.
And Nate did something like this on one of the builds, I think. But yeah, like I didn't really get to finish up here as much. Yeah, so it just has random lava.
How stable is that upside down building? Pretty stable with the magnets,
Yeah.
honestly.
The one thing is it's building on the lava rivers, which aren't a flat surface, so
Mhm.
it's having a little bit of trouble there. But besides that, yeah, that's my build.
Yeah. Nice.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
All right. Let's go ahead and get this poll going.
Let's get both of them.
Those are pretty sick. Honestly.
Yeah. Brutalist like that.
We can I swap sides, so we're by our builds again.
Yeah.
people's
Tough
keys.
vote. They're both like pretty cool. I think people are gonna do.
I like how you can get
People are gonna like. I think you're gonna see when this stuff like gets to people. I think you're gonna see people doing some builds inspired by this. Those are both some really cool techniques. Let's see.
Yeah, no, the Sinister works really well with Hellscape.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun to play.
I used to use like when I was doing Aaron Thor with like lava stuff. I
Mm.
used to use unpainted and then the painted, so it looks like the bottom was like
Oh,
colored.
yeah, that's
And
fun.
now with this, you can just use direct.
They flow into each other with the river. Yeah, you could actually
Oh, yeah.
put Toby's build up on stilts to be feeding into.
Oh, yeah, if yours was here feeding this, or because this is, I guess, implying it's going into a pool.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
it'd be
Oh,
possible.
nice. You won.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
anyone
That's
set it
nice.
up?
With the is that the same number of votes? you
Yes,
got?
it's always
Yeah.
been 17.
It's always been 17. Whoever gets 17 votes.
17 votes wins.
Yeah, those are the
That's a
rules.
good build.
Thank you. You too.
Those are pretty sick. And yeah, I think the biggest thing is I really like the way that Sinister looks with Hellscape. Like more than we were talking about Sinister and Underdoom constantly leading up to the campaign, but we never thought about Hellscape until like last week.
Move this.
But yeah.
Okay. What do we
And
do?
Move yours towards
that's-
this way.
Okay.
Turn it.
so that's that. We got some cool little builds here.
Wait, we need to try to connect it.
Yeah.
Sinister and lava is so great. It works together extremely well. And like having like the bright red lava contrast with it really nicely.
Let's get two of.
Just very good. What are you guys doing?
We're trying to connect them.
You're gonna try and connect them for the stream
Yeah.
ends? Okay.
Yeah, this is good too.
Sinister's nice, but I have way too much dungeons to try to store yet. That's the theme.
Who's this?
That's entirely fair. You only
Oh, no,
have
battle.
so much space.
A battle board, yeah.
Yeah, so this will be battle board.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick around until they get
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
these connected. It'll be fast.
Yeah.
Let's see. Great build off at night. Yeah. I think the idea of using Sinister to make like these, it kind of feels like these like fallen societies like structures is pretty nice.
Oh, it's slightly too high
Oh,
with the
okay.
double
Okay.
battle boards. So
Yeah, I forgot this was on a battle board.
Okay.
So remove that battle board.
Oh god. Oh no.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this is really sick.
Yeah. Can this table
You know.
not really mobile, but the real winner was friendship.
Yeah. Surprise me.
We're like, yeah, we should turn it. Like we no.
Is that going to be a new pack? No, we're not putting. we are not putting that in the campaign. We're not putting Hellscape. In
This
the
is
campaign.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
real. It's really sick. Like that actually wound up being a very cool little build. We'll leave it up. We'll leave it up so maybe get some pictures of it and stuff because that is like a kind of cool thing to come out of this. But yeah, that's pretty sick. It's very funny that they ended up working like this.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for building. Thanks for jamming.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Everybody, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
We're
Thank
gonna
you.
we're gonna go get back to work.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.